we don't know how we're gonna concede. Not lose the game.
Scary one.
We're not gonna concede.
Scary.
Do you know what I mean? We're not gonna concede. The more each game goes on, I think we can reach Chelsea's record. If we get to December and we see like 6-7 goals, I think we can beat Chelsea's record. Yes, people, welcome back. Cutz Inside, episode 10. As always, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Today, we're here with Jalal, big Chelsea fan, and we're here with Mo, Cara, regular on the show now. Someone's missing today. Someone's missing and very important. Been on every episode before.
Huge hiatus.
Yeah.
Today.
So, yours, wherever you are, hope you're having fun.
Enjoy it, my brother.
Do you know what to start off with before we get into the football? Yeah, is lateness. Do you know what I mean? This podcast today was meant to start at what, 7:30. It is now 8:10. Okay, I was me and Jack were in his car chilling. Why?
and someone else.
Angela,
Yeah.
Why do people turn up late to places?
You're not looking at me, bro. I pride myself on my punctuality. I was outside. I even texted in the group. No one's here. I didn't know you were all in that car together. Yeah. There was 4 men in that car. I didn't even know. I was in my car just waiting.
Mo, you went on time, bro.
What, bro? I'll show you. I'll show you what time I landed, bro. 7:29 or something.
No, Mo.
Look. I'll prove it to you right now, bro.
Mo.
There's always proof.
Mo.
There's always proof.
You went on time, bro.
Where is everyone? 7:35. 5 minutes late though, man. But I pride myself on my punctuality. I'll be honest with you.
I think we can spot the difference of why someone was late here.
There's someone else that was late, forgot the keys in there. You know who you are.
Yeah.
It wasn't me.
You know, in football you get a big fine. Do you know what I mean?
I know.
In football you get a big...
I'm not getting one.
Is it unacceptable to be late?
From when I've been growing up in all my life, I realised lateness is not the one. So for me, no.
It's a disgrace. Well, it's disgusting. I hate being late. Bro, you see me, yeah, I always leave when I need to catch a train.
You was late today?
No, I wasn't late though. Like, genuinely. That's one thing I pride myself on.
What's the definition of late for you?
Me, if you're past the time, so you said 7:30. If you're past 7:30, you're late. Yeah, if you're past 7:30, you're late. You gotta be there. I always try and be somewhere like 5-10 minutes a little bit earlier. Today I was outside, bro. I was waiting. I didn't know you was waiting in the car. You could have replied to the text message.
If we said we've got a game,
why did you reply to the text?
Because we were on time. Why should we reply for lateness? Why should we reply for lateness?
No, but why did you reply to my text? I would have just came.
You know why? I'd reply to my text if you were early. If you came early.
Why would you reply to my text if I was early? It makes no sense.
Why would you come late? That's the question.
I was like a minute late. It wasn't that bad.
You said 5 minutes.
Generally, if anyone that knows me knows that I pride myself on my punctuality. Do you know why? If I have to catch a train, for example, I will leave to go to the train station an hour earlier. Because I'm a weirdo like that. Because I'm clumsy and I always forget things. So I always give myself that little bit of leeway. Okay. Like, genuinely.
Okay.
I've got so much.
No. I come from further out and I was here 10 minutes early. 10.
And that is the prudent thing to do.
By the way, you just got here on time, yourself, right?
I'm from the stores in the glass house,
Well, Dooley back in the day used to run COD tournaments, People were late to it. Dooley was late to it.
I hate it too. Do you know what it is? It's a general Somali thing. Somalis. It's okay. I'll say it, man. My people, Wallow needs to do better. Somalis is
okay. Start the movement.
No, I'm good.
Start.
Bro, I'm good. I'm in that side, I'm alright. I'm doing well in my time. But Somalis in general, you all need to fix up across the world. Because every single Somali I've come across, punctuality is a disgrace. Come on, boys. Respect other people's timings.
Somali man, get better, wallah.
I'm aiming for you. Every single Somali that's watching this video right now.
Do you know who's always late as well? Do you know who's late to this title challenge?
Somalilanders.
Liverpool.
Oh, Liverpool. You're right.
I'm seeing.
Do you know what Somalilanders like?
I'm seeing second half title challenge. Yeah, it's the second half of the season. We're gonna do title. What's that? Me from Andy Tate. Whatever his name is. We're gonna do a title charge. Whatever. Like.
I've no idea about Andrew Tate, but
you're watching too much.
Tate, United's fan. Second half of the season, we're going to do a title charge. You know what I'm about.
No one knows. Club faces across.
Yeah, right. I'm not messing around.
The only person that knew. Everyone else's face like.
Oh, you're the United fan.
Yeah. Second half of the season, we're going to do a title charge.
I meant Andrew Tate, sorry, bro. Yeah,
oh, you mean the guy that was David Moyes?
Yeah.
I can't remember what he said, like.
But like, come on, bros. To be honest, I thought Villa should have been like 1 or 2-0 up. You know what I mean? Like.
What title charge though, lad? That's somebody won it. Congratulations. Okay. Enjoy your easy league and an easy season. Like, enjoy it, bro. But I know I enjoyed it last year. You man enjoyed this year?
Talk to me about Liverpool. Was you impressed?
Was I impressed, bro? The first time I was probably felt calm at Anfield, bro. It's been a long time I've been to Anfield. Well, I felt extremely calm. Don't know how the experience was watching it on TV, but me being in Anfield, bro, the first 5-10 minutes when they hit the post, for example, with Rodgers, and then Mamardashvili made that wonder save, it was a little bit spooky. But then second half, especially when we got the goals and that, and the second half, bro, especially the second half when they had a lot of possession, I wasn't that phased. I was calm. It felt so reminiscent to last season, the way that we were like, we was a lot more pragmatic, we was a lot more controlled in our play, and we weren't trying to do anything too stupid. But the thing is, Villa are a bit dumb for the way that they played. I don't understand why they played into our hands by trying to pass out the back. Our manager's been coming off for the last couple of weeks saying, our weakness is long balls and we don't really know how to, defend against it. And then Villa just try and play out the back throughout the whole game. I'm just like, you're literally playing into our hands. And then Salah gets that goal. Some people might say, look, but I think we deserve that because of the way that we pressed them throughout that whole first half. We worked for that. And then eventually we got that little bit of slice of luck. But genuinely, it was the first time I felt very, very calm at Anfield, and it's been like literally all season. I've been to majority of games at Anfield this season. The first time I felt calm. I don't know what the experience was like watching it on TV.
Were the goals even good? What was a Salah mistake and a Gravenberg deflection?
I think the question that you asked him was like, are you surprised? I was more surprised at how bad Villa were. They was like ridiculously bad, and that's like Villa, when the way they turned up to Anfield really surprised me. The fact that they just beat City, beat Tottenham. Why can't you give this poor Liverpool side a go? But they just could not do that. The passes in the midfield was so bad from them. Like on the ball, it's like they didn't want it, and it was a struggle to get through that Liverpool midfield, which we've seen in recent weeks. It's not a struggle to get past through that midfield. But again, Gravenberch came back. Obviously, you've seen the difference there. And of course, I'm not one of his biggest sort of fans, but he was very good yesterday. But yeah, I'm just more surprised by
You say the
Villa.
last couple of weeks, but you're forgetting that's a Premier League Championship winning midfield. And when them three are together and they're on song like they were on Saturday, there's hardly any midfielders in the world that are as good as them. We've finally seen McAllister for the first time this season, and it was long overdue. We've seen the McAllister that we all know how good he is, and he displayed that on Saturday. Dominic Szoboszlai, literally, it's like having two players in one when you got Dominic Szoboszlai on the pitch. And Ryan Gravenberch, who's been in and out of the team, unfortunately, due to injuries and suspensions this season, he was back into that team. He asked me a question in regards to Wirtz. Wirtz will get his time to shine, I've got no doubts about that.
Who does he take? What spot does he take?
It's not a matter about whose spot he takes. Right now, it's just a matter of just settling the ship. Just finding that little bit of the performances, getting the results in, mainly the results, and then you can bleed Wirtz into the team. Right now, Wirtz is not on the best form. He has played in sparks, he's had some good moments, but eventually you can bring him back into the team. In my personal opinion, I think right now we should be experimenting him on the left wing instead of Gakpo, because I think Gakpo was still the weakest component in that team on Saturday.
He was frustrating to watch.
He's always been frustrating since the day he signed for us. He's a 6'4" a man that plays like he's 4'10". It's very strange. But I'll bring Wirtz in for him. But eventually down the line, you can bring Wirtz into that team. You need to bear in mind, we bought Wirtz on a 5-year contract. We didn't buy him for 3 months.
Okay, fair enough. Do you know what I was going to ask? Who actually thought played well watching it? Conor Bradley and Andy Robertson.
They did.
Do they start over your 2 summer signings?
1,000,000%. I've been screaming it since the day that we signed them. Nasser's here, you can even vouch for me.
You don't like the fullbacks?
I've never understood either fullback. Even Gyökeres, when he was getting team of the season chance last year when he was playing at Bournemouth, I was like, alright, fairs. But every time I watched him, I was seeing him getting dunked on, like literally getting dunked on. He was always awful on the ball, and I was just thinking, okay, but he's still young. He's 21. Frimpong one, I will never understand that signing. He'll never come good. Bradley, we know that he's got that level of performance in him, and we've seen a great performance from him on Saturday. But I wouldn't be surprised when we play against Milan or Madrid or City or whoever it is that we see the Bradley from Chelsea game or the Bradley from the Brentford game. He's an extremely inconsistent player, and that's one of the most frustrating things. Robertson's arguably, in my opinion, the second best left back in Premier League history. And if you've got that kind of luxury on the bench, why don't you just bring him in? Okay, he's nowhere near the level he used to be in 2019, but the one thing that he has over Gyökeres is experience, and you can't buy experience. Robertson knows how to play these games, how to play these situations, and most importantly, he's built a relationship with that team. Virgil feels a lot more comfortable with Robertson in the team than he would with Gyökeres at the moment. He's got a lot more what's it called, chemistry with McAllister, even with Gakpo. And the one most important, maybe slightly frustrating thing at the same time was we seen our left back playing as a left back instead of inverting.
Yeah.
And it kind of baffles me with that decision that you brought in Gyökeres, you made him invert all season, then you drop him, and then you bring in your second choice left back and Robertson, and then play him as a traditional left back, the way that Gyökeres should play. It's some of these things are a bit annoying, but I'm not complaining because I'm happy with that. The right hand side looked amazing. The way Szoboszlai, Salah and Bradley were all linking up and interchanging. Fantastic, we need that. And then Robertson just brings that little bit of security, that little bit of calmness, because it's better the devil you know than the devil you don't know. I'm not saying Robertson is sensational, but he's someone, as I said, the second best left back I've ever seen in the Premier League. But he obviously is not as good as he used to be, but he's still Andrew Robertson.
No, yeah, I wanted to bring it back to Salah. Talk to me. He was at Chelsea. Yeah. He's just scored 250. He's a Premier League goal.
250 goals for Liverpool Football Club. Only two players have scored more goals than Mohamed Salah. Ian Rush and what's his name? Roger Hunt. Only two players have scored more. It's mental. The day that we signed him, nobody was expecting this. And bear in mind, he's a lad that's playing on the right hand side. He's playing on the wing.
Yeah.
Like, there's people out there who try and dumb down his credibility of being a good football player or whatever. For me, a player is somebody who's efficient, somebody who's contributing to the game, who's winning games for you, who's getting the outputs. He's doing this week in, week out, month in, month out, season on season. The guy is undoubtedly one of the best Premier League players ever, and I want to hear from you because you're a former Chelsea fan.
Could you see it as when he was at Chelsea?
Yeah.
Could you see Salah reaching 250 goals for Liverpool?
Definitely not. No, we just thought someone was just with pace and he could finish like one every 4 chances. And he didn't. Of course, he didn't get the time at us like him, De Bruyne, Lukaku's. Like for example, like we give De Bruyne the amount of time that he should have. He just didn't perform. He actually wasn't good at us. Salah, when he played, he was okay. He wasn't amazing. Nowhere near showed any signs of what he's doing at Liverpool. So we had no reason other to sell him. But going back to the Salah thing, I think, you know what stops him from being sort of that immortal player? I think he stopped himself aesthetically. So for example, in that first season, right, he does that madness in that first season. But did you know he missed the most biggest chances in that season and the biggest one-on-ones? And you know, it was 21 and he got 32 goals last year. Actually, if you get another 8 goals onto that, bro, that's 40 goals.
But he broke the Premier League record from the wing that season.
But he's stopping himself.
How's he stopping himself?
Because it's like missing other chances. He misses easier chances than we'll score the hard ones. So if you just score half them easy ones, you're hitting numbers that 0.001 of players are touching. But because he's having, and you said that he played that right hand side was good yesterday. I agree with you. I don't think it was as good as you were gassing it though. I didn't think Salah.
I didn't say it was sensational.
No, but obviously that was the best part, of course. And Villa were bad, but I'm looking at Salah, and yes, he will. You've got to leave your best players on. He will end up getting a goal like he did yesterday, and of course, it was just down to a Villa mistake. And there was times when he would go past like 3-4 players yesterday, like 3-4 times, and he'd done the hardest stuff. But it was that bad touch afterwards. It was that like a baggy touch when receiving the ball. Like he didn't know which way to run. It was very weird, and I think Salah this season, he just needs. I think someone needs to put an arm around and go, listen, you're a Liverpool legend. But you know what, bro? You need to sit down for a bit, you know. And I know he scored yesterday and all that, but there's going to be games where he needs to sit down, and I feel like his ego is just going to chew up inside.
But he has sat down this season.
But look at the games, though.
He doesn't play midweek games for us anymore.
Okay,
he just plays on the weekend. Okay, so that's more than.
He sat down against Frankfurt. You won.
Yeah.
Okay, but then where do you?
I could have played against Frankfurt. We probably would have won. We put him on the bench against Galatasaray and we lost. We put him on the bench against Crystal Palace. Well, not even on the bench. He wasn't in the squad for Crystal Palace and we lost.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? He doesn't. We don't have that. Like we don't have to rely on. Obviously, he's 32. Do you know what I mean? Time waits for no man. He's 32. He can't be playing 90-minute games every single week, and I hear it.
Yeah.
So that's why midweek, especially the early parts of the season, he's probably not going to play midweek. But in the second half of the season, when we're in the knockout stages of the Champions League, guarantee first name on the team sheets. Mohamed Salah, it's mental to me, you know. Well, it actually kind of confuses me how somebody can be so as efficient as him, as dangerous as him on a pitch. Somebody you play a football match to win a game. For Liverpool, I don't go there to watch And okay, I watch it for entertainment, but I go there to watch us win. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
I'd rather see us score 3 little fluky goals and win than us lose. And it's all entertaining, and we've got players that can juggle on the corner flag and do some adult rap stuff and just run around in circles. I'd rather us score 3 of the most jammiest goals and see my team win. Football is a winning game. Mohamed Salah is on that pitch for us to win us games. That's as simple as that. If it takes him 90 minutes to get into the game and then clicks and then he gets the opportunity to score, buzzing. I'm happy with that.
So what do you have to say to Liverpool fans who say Chiesa needs to start in front of him?
Bro, I was one of them that was saying it earlier on this season.
So what's changed? One goal?
No, I'm saying in general over Mohamed Salah's career. I'm not saying just over the last game. I'm saying Chiesa at certain points this season when Mohamed Salah was in really bad form. I was thinking, Chiesa needs to come into the team more, and he was. Chiesa was coming into the team and he was running his little legs off and he was doing really well for us. But it's not a matter of starting Chiesa going forwards. I wouldn't do that.
Does Chiesa need to start next game?
No, absolutely no chance.
Where does Isak come into the team?
See, Isak, it's him or Ekitike, and this is the wonderful position we found ourselves in. We've got 2 absolute sensational strikers.
Wonderful.
Yeah, we got 2 wonderful strikers.
The thing is,
they're not wonderful.
I just don't see a world where they play good, both of them together.
Yeah,
Why? This is what I don't understand. Why is it always Liverpool's responsibility to find a way to play every single player? I remember a few years ago when we were losing to league titles to Man City and they could rotate like Mahrez, Sterling, bring in Sane, bring in Bernardo Silva. They had like 6, 7. No, okay, but they had like 6, 7 options. But then Liverpool run around with just Mane and Salah, and everyone was saying you don't have the squad depth. You don't have the squad depth. Now that we do have the squad depth, it's like, oh, you need to figure out a way to bring them all into the team.
That's not you.
I don't understand this.
Because you've never had like a mad squad depth, but you've got the most history because that's your identity. You've never this is a big season now for Slot. He's got names. He's got names now, and you can say and sit there and say, listen, as a fan, which you have every right, you should say this. We've got the sort of the pleasure to have both of them, but bro, they are 2 strikers who want to play week in, week out. Do you agree? Big egos, strikers. You can sit there and be like, I'm more than happy to have the pleasure of both of them. One of them hates each other. Yeah. And Isak hates Ekitike. Ekitike hates
Love
Isak.
that. I hope they have that hunger inside them that every single day in the training session, Ekitike is trying to prove to Slot that he should start him for Isak.
But guess what?
And Isak should be doing the same with Ekitike. This is how you build a team. This is how you build a squad that's going to win on multiple.
They're both fully fit for Madrid on Tuesday. Yeah. Are you starting Ekitike or Isak?
Well, that's a good question. I'll probably start Ekitike, because he's played the last games, and Isak obviously he's been out for like the last 2 or 3.
Who's on the left?
On the left, it's me personally. I'll play Wirtz, but then at the same time, I kind of like the idea of playing Gakpo against Trent, because if Trent plays, because it's at least Wirtz is a new face to Trent. He hasn't played with him. They haven't shared the changing room together. But Gakpo has played with Trent before, so I'm hoping Gakpo can just stick it on him. Do you know what I mean? That's my personal opinion. But would I rely on Gakpo to do that? No, he's a little fairy. I'll be honest with you.
What's should Liverpool think about the title, or is that still out the question?
Well, again, because of their form, they've had wins recently, but then they'll lose straight after. So just forget about what they need to win. Let's just start getting some run of games together now. Because again, the real Liverpool is now what they're going to do in their next game. It's all going to go winning now. Can you do back-to-back wins, and then can you take those back-to-back wins into 3 wins, 4 wins? So just slow and steady. I think Liverpool need to focus on. Don't look at Arsenal, don't look at City. Just look at their next game. I think that's what they need to do. And listen, they'll go far in competitions if they do that. And listen, with the next game being, you say Real Madrid the next game, massive game. And you say about Trent and stuff playing. I don't think Trent's going to play. Me personally, but I think all the Liverpool players should have focus.
The thing is, though, I fancy us in our next 2 games, genuinely. Like Real Madrid and Man City. I think this whole week was made for us. Like Villa, Real Madrid, Man City.
Comeback season.
Not even comeback season. Like I don't know who I was telling somebody a couple of weeks ago. I'm more fearful of playing against Brentford than I am playing against Man City. I'm not even joking, because of the way that we played all season.
Yeah.
Like Brentford were just tailor-made to beat us. Like I would have bet my house on it that they would beat us because of the physicality and just knowing how Brentford play. With Man City, yeah, they will be a lot more. They will try and play physical. They'll try and find Haaland as often as they can, but it won't be like Brentford. So that's why I feel a lot more calmer playing against City and playing against Real Madrid. Obviously, 2 elites, big, massive names, superstar players on both teams. But I fancy our chances against both of them, and I would not be surprised if we win both our games. And then after the international break, we've got a very, very, very nice run, finally, of nice fixtures. Majority of them being at home as well. Our away fixtures this might come back to bite me after we lose loads of games, but I'm just saying, like, after the international break, we've got some good home fixtures, and the away fixtures don't look too difficult. So, like, we've got, for example, one off the top of my head is West Ham away. They won their first game at home since February today. In what's that, like 7-8 months, 10 months? First home game that they've won. So maybe that might help them. That might be the opposite, and like they can go on a run at home now. But I would fancy our chances against them. We've also got Wolves coming up. It's like a lot of our games this season that we've played, there's always been like, I don't know how to describe it. Like there's had like a little bit extra attached to it. Like our first game of the season was against Bournemouth, and everyone who's watched the Premier League this season can see how great Bournemouth have been. And then after that, you're playing against Newcastle away, and the whole Isak scenario. Mental, do you know what I mean? They're stepping up 10 extra gears, and then you got Arsenal in our third game. Like every game that we played has been difficult, but finally we're going to go on a nice little run.
Fair enough. No, it was a good game. It was a good game. It was a good win for Liverpool. Hopefully, I want to see a competitive title race.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. No, you don't, bro. You want to run away with it. So
honestly, just enjoy your nice, easy league title, because I did last year.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Just enjoy it. Don't worry about it. Set piece again. Ole. Continue with that all season. Happy days.
I'm gonna wrap it there. Yes, let's move back into it, boys. Burnley versus Arsenal. 2-0. We never looked stressed, in trouble. I didn't watch the game. It was a 3 p.m. kickoff. Yeah, I listened to commentary. Okay, didn't watch the game. None of you watched the game, yeah? No, none of that.
No, I watched it live.
On what?
Radio.
Okay, you watched it on radio. But anyway, we don't know how we're gonna concede. Not lose the game.
Scary one.
We're not gonna concede.
Scary.
Do you know what I mean? We're not gonna concede. The more each game goes on, I think we can reach Chelsea's record. If we get to December and we see like 6-7 goals, I think we can beat Chelsea's record.
Yeah, you know the record, by the way, for the Chelsea one is actually 14, because Czech was
15?
It's 15 altogether.
We
but
missed 2 or something.
No, so yeah, Czech missed the game, so the other, I think our second keeper at the time, I can't remember what it was.
Cudicini.
Yeah, Cudicini, you can see the one, of course, so it was actually 14. But yeah, do I think you're going to beat that record? Again, time will tell, but specifically into that Burnley game, not one bit of sort of moment for Burnley gave me any sort of phase that Arsenal were in trouble. Forget about losing, bro. Who's going to pop a shot off on target? And that is the scariest thing. Yeah. And then I was watching, like obviously I managed to catch the game anyway. And I thought this the other day, right? And I was thinking about this. I think Arsenal, right, especially the last few years, they've been finishing second. They're getting close, right? I think Arteta, deep down, has spoke to the team and sort of changed the whole identity with Arsenal. For example, since I've started watching football, and probably you guys as well, Arsenal's been seen to play beautiful liquid football, all like since Wenger, even by the George Graham times, all beautiful football, right? But what's that got you in the last 20 years? No league. So I think Arteta said, you know what? Scrap this, tiki-taka water football, whatever you want to describe it, let's just turn this ugly. Let's make ourselves big, which he did, being all the big signings in. Obviously, the Salibas, the Gabriels, the Rices, the Viktor, Gyökeres, like all these players, he said, let's go big. Let's make this ugly and let's just scum it out. 1-0, 1-0, 2-0. Because let's be honest, they can score goals, whether it's 1s, 2s, or even 6s, But let's stop us from conceding, because once you sort that out, more likely or not, you're going to win the game, because they've got obviously talent enough for them to score in any single, versus any team in the world. But once you fix that wall at the back, more often than not, you're going to win that game. So I think they looked at themselves over the summer and said, or maybe the summer before, and said, you know what, all the liquid football got us nowhere. Let's change it up. Let's be ugly and let's see where that goes. And this is a scary Arsenal, very scary. And as much as I don't want to say it, they're looking like the title challengers at the minute. So Liverpool need to fix up for themselves, because we can't let Arsenal win this league. So
Well, there's another set piece again. Are you tired of it? Are you tired of us? Like, are you like, you can't be ass? At the start, a couple of weeks ago, people were like, set piece again, we'll use a crap, blah blah. But it's like, they can't do nothing about it now. Do you know what I mean? Is it like, are you tired of set?
It's kind of like expecting it now. As we were saying the other week, like, own it, man. Just, it's a beautiful thing to have. Like, it's just amazing. Like, you gotta love a weapon in your arsenal. Pardon the fun. But you gotta love a weapon there. Like, you could just whip out at any moment. Do you know what I mean? And it's too clutch. Honestly, he's too clutch. The set piece every single time. The way that ball goes into the 6-yard box, it's just
Gabriel again.
Gabriel again. I know the guy's a monster. And to be fair, I watched the highlights on Match of the Day, and just the lad right now, the way he's playing is insane. Wallah. Every time that ball comes into the box, it's Gabriel there. Gabriel's heading it out.
Why him? Why him? Why not anyone else? Why is it always him that puts his head on that ball, bro?
That shows the level that he's playing at right now. Genuinely, he's not just doing that, but he's scoring goals obviously as well from all these set pieces. He's getting the assist as well. Generally, the level he's playing at right now is ludicrously scary. Yeah. Like at one point, it was like a comparison between him and Saliba. I think it's so night and day between the two of them right now. Like Gabriel is such a leader. Absolute stalwart at the back for years, and well, fairness to him, wallah.
Do you remember Gabriel's first game? I remember his first game in his debut. I think he obviously came from Lille, and his first game was at Craven Cottage. It was Fulham 3-0. I think William played. He got a hat-trick of assists, if you remember that, and he scored a corner. Yeah, Gabriel. So I think he was already good at corners at that point. So I think he just obviously needs to sort of improve his positioning and obviously whatnot, and obviously get the best, whoever the set piece takers were, obviously you buying Rice, but it was definitely annoying, these set pieces at the start. I was just like, is this all you're going to score? Now I'm like, I'm more in awe of it, in the sense of like, Declan Rice can't miss a beat. I think the game before then against Atletico, maybe 2 games before, I don't know how long ago that was, but the ball he put with Gabriel again, if that first goal, it was just on the money, does it again, on the money. I might have to put Declan Rice in my fantasy team. He's just going to get points left, right and centre here. So, fair play to that.
It's mainly from that right-hand side, isn't it? Yeah. Like, constantly. But if you go back to Gabriel, as you're an Arsenal fan, like, at the start of his career, they all looked at him like a little bit of a bozo.
Yeah.
He wasn't like the best.
Yeah, he was.
Very bad on the ball, very clumsy. And now you look at him, bro, he's imperious. Like, he's imperious in the air, imperious on the ground. You do not get past him. He does not make a single mistake. He's a leader as well. The passion he shows just by winning a small little header is the kind of stuff I love to see. And like, growing up, I always had a more admiration towards like centre-halves. Like, I don't know why, because I used to play centre-half as a kid. Like, I wasn't the best. Wasn't the best, but like, I used to love the art of defending. Do you know what I mean? So like, seeing that kind of passion from Gabriel, well, if you're an Arsenal fan, if that's not your favourite player, you've lost your mind. Honestly, he would be my favourite player.
Do you know, it's probably either him or Declan Rice.
Or Jurien Timber. There's another guy that you don't talk about.
Oh my god.
I love him as well.
Best right back in the league.
So Reece James is the postman. What are you doing, bro?
I'm sorry.
What are we doing, man?
I'll be honest with you, I don't think I've ever seen Reece James hit this level.
Let's go past that.
It's
a level for 30 minutes that he's off injured for
he's been fit for like 4 months, but calm.
You know what it is with Reece James? One thing that I know we kind of pivoted on. I'm sorry, I always do this, but like, do you know when there was comparisons of him and Trent, and they always just say like Trent was bad defensively? Reece James is awful defensively himself. But like, how many times did I see that guy get skipped past? Jurien Timber. I dare you to get past Jurien Timber. I will give any football player in the Premier League some money if they can get past Jurien Timber.
Okay, I'll do start then, bro.
Like, he is absolutely fantastic. What a love of
best right back in the league.
He's without a shadow of a doubt. The gap between him and the second place right back is huge. He's the second best right back in the world, in my opinion.
Does he leave the halfway line?
He does. The way he overlaps Saka. Doesn't he overlap Saka for fun all day? Not just overlapping, but underlapping, and then inside the box with these corners. Bro, he's unreal.
As a right back. Anyway, I can't believe we're speaking about Reece James now. But just going back to the Arsenal thing, by the way, the reason why I think it could be even more of a long season if Arsenal get better, right? No one looks like they're leaving. At all. Like, do you remember those links with Saliba and Real Madrid?
Yeah.
You can see Konate when he plays. His head is in Madrid, I'm looking at Saliba, I'm like, I swear he just signed the contract. Saka's due to sign one.
Saka's the next one on the list. Gabriel signed one. Lewis Kelly signed, and Wadi signed.
You shouldn't be scared, bro.
I think Declan Rice is next on the list as well. Declan Rice next on the side.
It's a good time to be an Arsenal fan at the minute, bro. All your players looking like they're staying. They invest into the project. The only issue I'll probably say is the fans have put a lot of pressure now on Arteta. So just from your side, in terms of an Arsenal fan, if he don't bring that Prem home, or one of the big ones, what are we saying, in or out?
Do you know, it's this is the way I've always seen it. If the owners turn around at the end of the season and say, okay, you haven't won the league title, whatever, you're gone, I'm like, cool, we couldn't do nothing about it. But if the owners kept them, I wouldn't be like, Arteta out. Do you know what I mean? And I go back to the saying, it's like, what Arteta's done is he's not changed results on the pitch. He's changed everything about that club. From how toxic it was, stadiums being empty, do you know what I mean? Europa League football, whatever. He's turned it around. Yeah, I'm not asked if people find win the dog cringy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
for Arsenal, for the Arsenal players, it's more of a family feel inside. Yeah. We don't care what's happening outside, what people say about us outside. It's about what the inside is like. That so the win the dog, for example, taking the tunnel down. Do you know what I mean? People laugh at Arteta's team talks. They laugh at his team talk, but he gets them challenging every season. Do you know what I mean?
No for forever. Yeah.
He gets them winning most games. He's got the most. I don't laugh at me, but he's got the most points in the last 3 seasons out of City, Liverpool, and Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? But so his team talks must.
Which I don't think was actually true. I think he was incorrect with that stat. I think
City had it changed again since we've won
now.
But
obviously now. When he came out with that stat anyway. Yeah. But you know what it is with Arsenal, like, I just generally always think, and it's just because of how volatile their fans are, they're always that one result away from everything just looking like it's a nightmare.
From within all the pitchforks.
Literally, just like right now you don't have all the toxicity and it's relatively quiet, but it's only one little result away, one loss randomly to who's playing next, Sunderland. Imagine they lose to Sunderland. Imagine they lose to Sunderland. You can just imagine the uproar from Arsenal fans, and how much they'll start screaming, and they'll like the toxicity will start to slowly creep in. And that's genuinely one thing that I always bear in mind when it's with Arsenal. Like we've seen Arsenal in this position a lot of times over the years. They get to like the Christmas period, they're top of the league, they're looking imperious, they're looking like they're going to win the league, similar to this year. And then something happens, 1 or 2 bad spells, the fans start turning on each other. You got the Arteta outers, and you got the Arteta inners, and you got the people screaming at each other outside the ground. You got cameras outside the ground recording people doing crazy reactions, and then that it just naturally will filter back into the team. Don't know whether the dressing room is solid enough to like block that out this year, because clearly, evidently, it hasn't in the past. And as a Liverpool fan, like, I'm hoping and praying that happens again, because that toxicity has always been the downfall for Arsenal, in my opinion.
Yeah, 100%. Very quickly though, Viktor Gyökeres, VG. A lot of people call him Viktor Gyökeres, which by the way stinks. By the way, because he's not.
But you know, I think as a striker, he loves. You remember his one against Atletico Madrid? Yes. We tackled the player and went in.
Yeah, the one who needed.
Strikers love that type of goal. Even the head he scores, it's a head and tap. It's a good goal. He scored more goals than Ekitike, by the way, and João Pedro.
Yeah, I don't rate Pedro, but 100%. Yeah.
I think there's Haaland, Mateta. I can't remember someone else, and then Gyökeres is next. Do you know what I mean? So, like, he's still amongst the goals.
Yeah, no, 100%. But I think it goes back. Like I said, I seen him. I think in one game where he had the ball, and all he had to do was just pass it to the left back, but he was running the other way, and he just used the outside of his right foot to pass it. But the way he opened his body up,
I seen that.
It was horrible. And I just thought, like, you could have just done that in like one less touch, or you could have just done that way more nice. I don't know. I think he's
stiff.
Yeah,
he's like a big bus. He's like a fridge.
He needs to stretch before games. He don't stretch.
I think you ask defenders who would you rather play against, Kai Havertz or Gyökeres.
I think if you're a centre half, lad, you'd rather play against him. Because at least you know you're going to go for a little bit of a fight.
Kai Havertz, you don't know whether to drop in, you don't know whether to go in, and it's like you leave your space, then the winger goes, and it's like.
Gyökeres going to make you. I mean, Havertz is going to cause a little bit of space in behind. This Gyökeres, bro, he's genuinely one of the worst strikers I think I've ever seen. He'll score goals for you and that. Fair dues. At the end of the day, like his objective is to score goals, and fair enough to him. He scored like 3 or 4. Yeah. Well done to him. But watching him, bro, the extremest I saw ever. He is so big and stiff and clunky. But I wanted to ask you about a player this season so far. I want you give me your honest opinion on how Saka's performed so far this season.
Uncomfortable.
No, do you know what? What's the word before effective? So when he had he missed like 2 1-on-1s, didn't he? But before it, like getting to that final stage, I think he's very good. He's getting past players still. He's delivering like crosses, whatever, passes and stuff. But getting to that cutting edge, I seen some mad stat. He's got like 3 open play goals.
Oh yeah.
In all year, do you know what I mean? I think like that's mad. But like I said, in the build up to it, it's good. Do you know what I mean? Like. I said last season. I said once his hammy went,
it's a really bad injury.
I have to reattach it. You know what I mean?
It's a really bad injury.
The brothers finished in my opinion.
When your hammy goes once, you're finished. Like in the sense of
Kai Havertz, same with Kai Havertz. He's not. People think he's gonna. But he's been injured again with his knee. Do you know what I mean? Like, so maybe that's why we did spend 15 million on Madueke, because we knew him. We knew okay, maybe Saka. We haven't got Max Diamond coming up. Maybe Saka's got. I don't know. I can't defend it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. As long as he's on corners, His
delivery's sensational.
You don't need the hammy for that.
Just shove him on for the corners.
Yeah, just shove him for the corners. That's it.
Very quickly though, how many goals does Viktor Gyökeres get in the season? Just give me any number.
I think it's 15.
You?
The beginning of this podcast, I said he won't get more than 10. He's already on like 3 in it. But I should have said I said he won't get more than 10 non-penalty goals. I'm sure he scored like 2 penalty goals in there.
I think so.
One penalty goal. So he's on 2 so far this year.
1 against Leeds.
Is he on? How many goals has he scored so far? 4. So one of them was a pen. So he's on 3. I'm sticking with 10.
I'm gonna go. I specifically in the Prem. I think 9. I genuinely think. Honestly, bro. I
played 10 games.
I think that he was the striker. Thiago for Brentford gets more goals than him, bro. I rate Thiago as well. But yeah, I think he don't get more than 9 anyway. But still, very good by Arsenal though.
We're gonna win the league anyway. Oh, I shouldn't have said that on camera. Go on. Yes, let's move back into it. What are you in there?
Sorry, boys. Apologies, probably the wrong times to eat, but. So pretty much anytime I come to the studio I always bring some snacks for the boys, obviously for the ones on the panel and the ones behind the cameras anyway. So obviously this is the Shades by Niko, no sponsor by the way, but you can if you want. But yeah, he ran a competition all the way back in September where you can win like a supply of his sweet shades. So pretty much all you have to do is find like this white shade. So obviously as you can see it, the sweets are sunglasses. If you find like the white sort of sweet in that packet, you get like a month's supply of the sweets. So I was like, okay, cool. I didn't obviously go out to buy them like for myself, so my sister told me to go get them while she was in school. So I said, okay, cool. I've come back, bro. Only 2 packets I bought. There's 2 white shades in both these packets. We've sent it to obviously Niko. Obviously, if you don't know Niko, the Somalana guy from the Beta Squad, you know by now. He sent us 2 months supply of these sweets, so now I've got like 60 packets of these sweets now, probably like halfway through now. But yeah, very good. So
give me some of them.
Oh, bro,
they are TT Rabs. I want lad.
Of course, as well, vegan, which means what? The halal.
Fantastic.
Very good, mashallah, very good. Anyway, lots of obviously different flavors. Anyway, no sponsor, but if you'd like to, shout us, man. But yeah, very nice.
I'm trying to finish it. That's forever.
No, it's soft though.
Yeah, it's nice though. It's nice.
Banging.
Do you know who else is soft? Spurs.
I like that. Oh, I like that. Oh, thank you. That was a good transition.
Thank you.
Hey.
Spurs, Chelsea. Oh my God, I feel bad. So before we get on to Chelsea, I feel bad for Spurs.
Yeah, it was bad. They're going through sort of like this bad issue now where it's like they brought Colin Mwani in to obviously replace Solanke because they know he's just going to be riddled with injuries more long term. So they brought him in. You would never thought he played. He was so bad yesterday.
I didn't realise he was there. I swear to God.
Yeah, actually Solanke was playing.
Solanke was playing. Colin Mwani was playing. Yeah, so and you wouldn't have thought he was playing. He was very bad. Obviously, Bergwijn was in the midfield. He had to come off in like the first I think it was like 15-20 minutes because of concussion. Even when he got up, he looked a bit dazed and stuff. So obviously, on a sports therapy side, you have to take him off. I think Xavi Simons came on, and do you want me to be honest, I think the game finished after when Xavi Simons come on in that first 20 minutes. Wow. He was non-existent. He actually probably stopped Spurs from progressing the ball a lot. They were really bad, guys, I'll be honest. Tottenham were really bad. It was an easy day for Chelsea, and if you actually watch some of the chances that we had, it all just lied within Spurs' mistakes, and it was very similar to that Liverpool and Aston Villa game where Liverpool's goals were pretty much from Villa's mistakes, exactly the same. With the Chelsea, it says 1-0 obviously on the scoreboard. It should have been about 4 or 5, I'll be honest, by half time. João Pedro had a few chances, again a lot of passes gifted to him by the Tottenham defence, but he needs to slot more because again it's all well and good getting the 1-0 win against Tottenham, big game versus Chelsea, but bro, could have came off with a hat-trick. So and then we had the Gittins chance in the last few minutes. He skied it, thankfully it didn't mean nothing because we won the game. But yeah, it had a few feisty moments, but it didn't really have the proper grit of a.
Did you see when Spence?
Yeah.
Well, they moved him, you know.
No, it's his hair. Because if he just moves a bit, his hair follows like 10 minutes later.
Shit, wallah. Bro, his soul left his body, bro. He went up to his head, what?
Yeah. I seen that, and when Cucurella ducked, I ducked as well. Because I was like, you can't do that to me, boy, innit? But then, it was horrible. But but that's what Cucurella's meant to do. He's meant to wind you up, and literally it worked. So. But in terms of the star player, oh my God.
Do you know before you get into it?
Stop me.
Before you get into it.
Stop me.
How do you feel he could have been a Liverpool player?
Caicedo. Wallah, gutted. He's an absolute superstar.
What a player.
Wallah, he's an absolute superstar. What a player, man. Like, genuinely, it's unfortunate, isn't it? Like, if he would have joined us, he would have had Premier League to his name by now, but it is what it is. He wanted to go to West London.
Do you know what? There was one point, he's come up against Kudus. And Kudus is, he's a good player. Kudus is a very good, strong, powerful, fast. Oh, Caicedo, bro.
Say it again.
Caicedo.
Nah, but just as the Kudus though, well, I feel like they're running this little brother into the ground, man. He plays every single minute, every single game for Tottenham. He doesn't get no rest, and he looks like the only attacking outputs in it. I didn't watch the game because I was at Anfield, but I was watching, like, we was in the fan zone and we could see it on the telly, and it looked like the only time that Spurs looked even slightly threatening was through Kudus. But then the guy just looks gone already. It is November. He just looks like he's drained.
He's always been inconsistent though. Ajax, from Ajax to West Ham to now, like, he's very inconsistent. Like, even when he was like at Ajax before he went to West Ham, he was linked with like Fulhams and Brightons and stuff. So it's not really like these massive clubs. Like, I'm seeing people when he was obviously doing his bits at West Ham saying City, Liverpool. I wouldn't really say that far, you know what I mean? But in the first 20 minutes he did show some obviously signs. But then I think Cucurella does this a lot, where in the first 20 minutes he looks a bit shaky. But I don't know whether because he looks shaky or he's just trying to find out what that winger is going to do, and then goes, okay, I know what you're going to do now in the first 20 minutes, and then he locks them up. So he does that a lot. So yeah, literally after that, little space that Kudus had, Cucurella had them for the rest of the game. But yeah, that was their only attacking output. But can I move on to the start of the match now in terms of Caicedo?
Yeah.
He won, and he's still winning balls now. Yeah, because of that game. He won every single ball that was presented to him. And I explained this today, actually, funny enough, to one of my friends. He's the I thought I'd never see anyone similar to Kante, right? But he's the closest, and I mean the closest thing to Kante, and the only thing that he needs to be put on that level. Kante won every single trophy that is possibly to win. Literally every one he could have won. He won international and club level. Caicedo hasn't won nothing, apart from obviously a Conference League and Club World Cup. But there's people rule that out, which in their right they can say that, of course, because when we won a cup in New Jersey,
like big stuff.
You can't win a cup in New Jersey and say you're the guy. Like, you just can't do that. So he needs more trophies to his name. He needs FA Cup, Champions League, Premier. He needs the big ones. But in terms of his performance, and it winds me up how he needs to put a performance like this in these big games to show how levels he is when he's been doing it. Like, we lost against Sunderland last week, but he was still good. He was still very good in that game. So world class talent by Caicedo. So
who's the best midfield in the Premier League right now?
It's Declan Rice.
Is it Declan Rice?
It's Declan Rice.
Thank you.
Well, as undoubtedly it's Declan Rice.
Thank you.
Right now this season, but Caicedo, bro, he is.
Caicedo second.
Yeah.
So he's on. So you're saying Declan Rice is table 1, Caicedo on table 2?
No, they're on the same table, but Rice is currently.
But he's at the head of the table.
Rice is currently better than Caicedo. Rice this season has just been disgustingly good. He's been unreal.
I think Caicedo's been disgustingly good, though. Like, he's been disgustingly good, bro.
Well, I know. Caicedo's been unreal.
Yeah.
But Rice, come on, bro. With the season, he's leading that Arsenal.
It's not the same thing.
It's like, dude, it's one is competitive
as well, though.
Competitive. I'm gonna get in front. I'm gonna get that ball. Rice will do that. Not as good as a Caicedo, but what Rice will offer you more when he gets that ball is that drive, that final third pass. But people sleep on Caicedo's passing ability, by the way. He finds that forward pass every time. Did you see the goal that we got yesterday? All from his pressing. He passed it to Neto. Neto misplaces. He was like, okay, so I'll get that ball again. Gets it. Little pass into João Pedro when he goes past that Spurs player. Goal. He's undoubtedly, in my opinion, he's not our best player because Palmer's obviously there. When he's obviously fit, he's our most important player.
I still think he's your best player when Palmer's there, bro.
Yeah, I think
I'm being genuinely honest. I think because if right now, say Caicedo's injured and Palmer's still in the team, I think you'll be in a lot worse trouble. Caicedo is unreal, spectacular football player, and it's such a shame that he's gone to Chelsea because I can't see he's winning any leagues and Champions League anytime soon. Like, I'm just genuinely being honest. Someone of that level, of that caliber of player, should be winning league titles upon league titles, playing for the best of the best. And Chelsea, thankfully, are not in that position right now.
We've got 4 world class players now. All we need to do is
the rest. It's just the rest is just. I think you mentioned the last week, and I completely agree with you. Like, fullbacks are class, and then you've got Palmer and you got obviously Cucurella. The rest is just meh.
Yeah, it is.
But the one thing though, from going back to that game, Spurs' home record is an absolute
Terrible.
disgrace. Chelsea have won Chelsea have won every game in the new White Hart Lane.
Yep.
Spurs have won three home games this year.
And bro, Chelsea have won every time when they went to White Hart Lane.
Yeah,
it's mental.
We've won 13 of the last 14 times we've played Tottenham in the Premier League. Like that's why I said it was baby food before the fixture, because like they could be on whatever form, they could go be winning the league. We could be 21st out of 20-man league. We are beating Spurs, and that's just it. We've never really beat big teams throughout the years. Only recently we started beating Liverpool, and Arsenal we just can't beat. United, just they're a myth, we can't beat them for some reason. City, we only beat them when we were battling for Champions League. Only Tottenham were the only big team we were beating. Not really changed.
But even Tottenham being classified as a big team, as it being me, I'm an experienced Premier League admirer. I've been watching the Premier League since a very long time, probably like 2001, and for a very long time Tottenham were they were a nothing team. But then it got expanded to a top big six or whatever when Man City got their billions. Do you know what I mean? And then I don't think top five had the same ring to it. And then at that moment when Man City got their money, Tottenham started to get into the top four. They had like Modric and they had Bale, they had Van der Vaart. They had some good players and they were getting into the top four for like the spell of like 3-4 years. And then they started calling it a big six, because for ages it was the traditional top four. Then it became the big six, and then after that they just fell off. Calling Tottenham a big team for me, I've always found bizarre. And I will die on this hill, Everton's a much bigger club than them.
I said Leicester a bigger club than Tottenham, but
I think Everton's a bigger club than Chelsea. But that's a conversation for another day.
I hear it. Do you know who else is bigger?
I think Everton's a bigger club than Arsenal. I'm joking. Up the Ev.
Do you know who's bigger than Tottenham? Nottingham Forest.
Facts.
You're like,
it's a big club than
you know what? You know what we're going to do with it? These transitions are too good, you know.
Bro, they were made in 2004 with Russian rubles, bro.
Let me land. Nottingham Forest, bigger than Tottenham. Nottingham Forest 2, Man United 2. Okay, Amaron, talk to me.
That guy's never getting a trim, bro. He's just never going to get that trim, bro. You think though, innit, if you've got 5 games to win, you think Nottingham Forest, we're going to get to 4, innit? We're going to get to 4 games, and it just weren't that. Just United stuff, innit? Really, just you go to, a team that you're more likely, you think you're going to win, especially on like the only good form we've seen in like the last year. You think, oh my God, they could do these. And somehow, some way, they just drop points. Like, I did watch about half of this game. In terms of Nottingham Forest were actually very good in that first half. They were just unlucky to concede them chances. And the football they're playing under Dyche, by the way, is actually more expansive than what he was playing at Everton. So, because I had a fear when Dyche went to Forest for Forest fans, because I watched a lot of Everton when Dyche was there, and it was not pretty at all. So when he went over to Forest with all these good names, Chris Woods, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Elliot Anderson's, all these type of players, you just think everyone thinks it's going to be like that Burnley 4-4-2. It's actually not that. Very expansive, good on the counters, very similar to Nuno's in a way, which I think that's why they're getting the odd result there and there. And hence why they got obviously the point at United, but United again, they're just not good enough to get the 3 points.
Do we need to give Casemiro some credit?
Yeah,
he's been playing really well, and what Carragher said, you know what I mean?
But he was justified in saying that, bro. No, but at that time he was justified. He looked like he was working in a kebab shop.
But he found.
But now he looks like he's lost about 10-15 kilo.
Yeah.
And he's looking a little resemblance of the Real Madrid Casemiro. Maybe even that's crazy for me to say, because Real Madrid Casemiro's amazing.
Yeah.
He's good, he's doing well. But give credit to United. I thought they played well against Forest. Like, genuinely. And towards the end, they should have probably went on.
Should have won the game.
Yeah, they should have went on and won the game. Forest is never going to be an easy place to go. I know Forest are awful this season. They're 19th in the league or whatever. But still, playing against Forest at the City ground, it's always going to be hostile. It's always going to be a difficult place to go. Even if they're not in the Premier League, it's always been a difficult place to go. I remember Liverpool played in the FA Cup and they were in the Championship. It was a difficult place to go. So, a point there shouldn't turn your nose up at it, honestly.
Yeah, but I'd say the only thing is with United, though, they are improving, though. You can see it. And the thing is, I think, even though all these United I'd say about 80% of the United fans are saying Aberdeen out, which again they have every right to, I think the players love him. I think the players are invested into what Aberdeen wants to do, even though I think it's terrible in terms of the 3-back formations. I'm a Chelsea fan, I've experienced 3-back formations with the league, with Conte, etc. But it's not sustainable, but it looks like they back this manager, which is obviously good. And I think that's probably why Sir Jim Radcliffe came out a few weeks ago and said we wanted to give him 3 years, because I think he knows about the backham towards the players. But it looks very good in terms of, you know, the United side. The players back on the manager. The manager looks like he's improving a bit. He just needs to fix these little horrible games. And of course, what he's doing against the big team is actually fine. It's just a little team. So hopefully this is a good step in the right direction. I say that, but they dropped points and they didn't win. So, but yeah, I think the next game is a quite difficult one. I'm not too sure. I can't remember what they got at the top of my head. But yeah, United just need to pick up this form slowly. Even a draw's not bad, you know, especially for United. Going away, it's fine. It's just then at Old Trafford, bro, no one treats it like it's Old Trafford anymore. That's the problem. They need to treat it like it's a fortress. So any away is fine, especially for United now. Just get them home results in. So slow and steady for United. So
where do United finish this season?
13th, but it was a good game though.
13th,
it was a good game.
Nah, they're finishing the top half.
Nah, I don't think they do. I generally think they finish about 12th, 11th.
Let's move to the other side of Manchester then. City 3, Bournemouth 1.
Are they still called City or are they called Haaland FC?
City.
You know what I heard? You know, Haaland FC, but they're not going away.
No.
They're not going away.
Have you seen that stat the Sky Sports put out, like, of the goal scorers for City this year? It's like Haaland's on like 14, 13, I can't remember. And then the second one's Steve on goals. Yeah. And then 1 every single other player. So that is so mental, you know.
I swear Pep's got a goal as well.
Huh?
Pep's got a goal. Yeah, I seen it. But no, I watched the game today and Shaky, it was very good today, you know. He was actually very, very good.
You look a bit like Shaky.
I like Shaky.
You look a bit like him, innit?
Who, me?
Yeah.
You should see the way I play as well. So.
Yeah, I can't see it though.
I
can't see it though.
You see it? Don't get me gas for it.
Easy now. Nah, he played well today.
Yeah, I played well today. But nah, in terms of Haaland though, you know, anytime he's running on a goal, Wallah, I was cooking food when I was watching the game, yeah. Bro, you know, he went on goal, I just carried on cooking, because I knew it was a goal, bro.
I know.
And then I'm heading celebration, and then it happened again. Yeah. Exact same thing. I said, let me go back to cooking my eggs, bro. Yeah. He scored again, bro.
But then he should have happened the third time. He had the third opportunity when he threw a goal. I know, but like, it just, this guy, you know, because we was having this conversation last week about him scoring. He's getting the chances, so clearly someone's creating for him. This is what I was trying to say. But that's what I mean. There's players out there that are creating for him. As long as they're creating for him, this guy will score goals. Yeah. He's a machine. I've never seen anything like it. The way he's just one-on-ones, forget about it. Khalas, he's scoring that goal guaranteed. Wallah. But Bournemouth as well today, like, no fear. I really respected Bournemouth's performance today. Yeah. I can't lie, even though they got handed to them, like they got beat 3-1, but I respect the way they play.
I love watching Bournemouth.
Yeah, well, I love the way they played. That high line, they were aggressive. They went there like not being Bournemouth. They played like they're a really big team. They could go pound for pound with Man City. And I love seeing that kind of stuff, do you know what I mean? They did the same thing to us. And they're going to cause a lot of teams some troubles this season. I just, do you know what it is? Yeah, U-Man. I can't wait until they play U-Man, and I just don't get why these guys have had some good fixtures, man.
I know. But the only thing I'll say about these teams, the Bournemouths, the Fulhams, the Brightons, they go to these Etihads here and just go, why would we play any different? Let's go at these, and that's what they did. Of evidently, it didn't go well. Their goal, especially, did you see their goal? By the way, you can see that it was Donnarumma. Oh my god,
stupid. Yeah,
that's the. Don't get me wrong, he's got a bozo gene sometimes as well. But bro. He jumps, he punches the ball in the direction to go away, but it goes up the ball, and then obviously Tyler Adams gets an easy finish to put it in. Just a very stupid bozo moment, and like I love Donnarumma when he's on it. He's a world class keeper when he's on it, but then when he's not on it, he will cost you a game, and you've seen that today. But in terms of City overall, but the only thing I would say about City, I seen that starting lineup and I said there's no defensive midfielder within that starting lineup. They had Haaland, they had Churchy, they had Foden, they had Doku. You know the two the pivots were Bernardo Silva, Niko. That's not defensive.
Bernardo Silva's been playing that central position for a long time now. He's been playing that position for a while.
I've seen him everywhere, left back, right wing.
That's the thing. Like as I said before, I fancy us against them. Like genuinely, I'm happy that we're playing them. But the only thing is obviously the Etihad. But once again, the Etihad today, as we've seen throughout the years, quiet, miserable, just looked like a funeral again.
Are City like bored of Arteta? Are City bored of Pep Guardiola now?
Nah, no chance.
They'd keep him for the next 10 years.
If they could, they would keep him till another 100 years.
City fans love him, you know. They literally said if he gets relegated today, just keep him.
Does he deserve a statue outside?
Of course, he deserves that, bro. If he managed my club for a day, he deserves a statue, bro. Like he's any club that Pep goes to, he deserves a statue, bro. And especially what he's done, Centurions, back to back Prems or something like Champions League, first Champions League in history, trebles, all these players.
Does Haaland deserve a statue?
Haaland, but the statue was made in the first season, bro. Put the statue on top of the stadium, bro.
2 league goals.
How many goals do you think he finishes with this season?
This season?
Yeah. In the Prem. Let's say in the Prem.
Wallah could get haram.
Do you reckon?
In the 40s.
Because that season when he got 36, could have easily got over 40.
And he's starting better now.
I know.
No, he's not starting worse. He's starting worse.
Is he starting worse?
Yeah, bro, this season was the first 5 games was his worst start, and he outscored.
Yeah, in August.
Nah, it's just ludicrous. The guy's ludicrous, man.
Minimum. If you don't get 20, it's a bad season.
20. He's getting 20 by the next 2-3 weeks. Easily.
Since he's on the league title.
Nah, but we've already said, man, you've got to
I'm just
win the league, bro.
You're
begging people to be in the league to cite messages.
I think City's problem is it's the...
Why can't City win the league?
Because they're inconsistent. Like, what happened to them last week against Villa can easily happen again next week, and it will when we beat them, and it will continue to happen. They'll win a game, they'll win another game, Our City are back, and then they'll lose unexpectedly.
And they lost to a bad Villa last week. They lost to a bad Villa, and you've seen against Liverpool, Liverpool aren't amazing, and then they beat them, bro, easy.
I think you need to put a little bit more respect on that performance.
On your performance?
I've heard you a couple of times saying now that it wasn't amazing, but it didn't need to be amazing. I think we dominated that game. In parts, yes, we absolutely, especially in the first half, dominated.
Let's finish it there with the football talk there, boys, yeah? Let's bring back our classic blind rankings. These always do well, they're quite fun. As always, I'll name a topic. You've got to rank them from 1 to 5, okay? What I've got is, to start off with, iconic football moments in history, okay? It's going to rank them from 1 to 5.
It's been a lot.
Number 1 is Sergio Aguero's 93rd 22nd title with it.
Just a little question. Are these all Premier League or?
Could be anything.
Okay.
It was 5.
Yeah, 5.
Okay, so think about it. That's probably the biggest Premier League.
The biggest.
How big is Prem compared to world football, depending on what we get? So I think it's going to be between minimum 3 to 1. We're looking at here. I'm not going to go 1 early now, but it is up there. So I'm thinking about 2, 3. But again, it's up to you. It's not up to you. It's up to us.
I agree with that. 100%.
2, 3.
Described it very well.
Yeah.
2 or 3. We'll go 3 because I'll put it higher, to be honest.
I know.
I'd ourselves in the
2.
But it's always good to go safe.
I think 2.
2. Andres Iniesta's World Cup final goal.
Because it's a World Cup, but like me being a Liverpool fan, like I respect the Premier League more than the World Cup. I'm not asked about the World Cup. Like
Spain won the World Cup before then, no?
Nah, it's the first one.
Was that the first one? That was the first one, wasn't it? And that was their first Prem City, so it's...
Yeah, it's a great goal. If I was Spanish, I'll be saying first, but I genuinely couldn't care less. I'll put it 5th.
5th?
I don't care about the World Cup one lot.
Says Fabregas passed it in yesterday.
That's crazy.
I'd say
watched it that. I was like, oh wow, fantastic. But
if you say 5th,
okay, I'm taking the piss. I would have put it 5th. Yeah, go on. Let's go
5th.
Yeah, go on.
He's taking the mickey in it.
I would have got 2nd.
1.
Bro, I don't watch the World Cup. I'm not like ingrained in this World Cup.
You don't watch
it. Liverpool's not in the World Cup, so I'm not watching it.
Yeah.
That's the way I view international tournaments.
3.
Number 3, okay.
5's
Next,
haram.
I have Liverpool's Istanbul
I knew
comeback.
he was going to say
5th.
that. You said goals though, innit?
No, it's iconic football moments.
Moments, then that's 1st.
Why is it 1st?
It's 1st without a shadow of a doubt. What we did in Istanbul will never be recreated. That AC Milan team, it was David versus Goliath on an extreme level. It was a footballing miracle. Oh my God, I will never forget that day. I remember it vividly. I remember being in tears in my bedroom and hearing my family going crazy when Vladimir Šmicer scored. And then when we got the penalty and I was running across the road to go to my sister's house, and then I walked into the house and then Alonso missed the penalty and then we scored the penalty and everyone's jumping on me. And then I remember after the match going into town and just everybody's out and everyone's just happy and everyone's crying. These are the moments you live for as a fan. Okay. And it was the greatest moments ever. Steven Gerrard just leading our team. Mate, it is 1st. Yeah, a shadow of a doubt.
Is that better than a nation winning?
It's better than I don't give a damn. It's better than anything. I'd rather have our FA Cup win or forget that our League Cup win against Hughes than a World Cup win. Genuinely, well, I'd rather Liverpool win a corner than a nation winning the World Cup. I'm not even taking the piss. I'd rather us win a throw-in.
For that 5th. We have to, bro.
It's 1st, man.
I will leave. I will genuinely.
Take your Liverpool hat off. Take your Liverpool hat off.
I'm telling you right now, I will leave if that's not 1st. No. I am telling you right. I'm telling you right now. If that is not 1st, I am leaving. I am telling you.
We got a United fan here saying that should be number 1, by the way. But madam, anyone else? 1st. You said 1st for everyone, bro. Yeah, 1st.
1st it is. Okay. I can't lie. I think this should be top.
Are you going to say Gerrard screaming against West Ham? I was thinking that could be a close second. Like,
Leicester.
Oh, you talk about Olympiacos.
Leicester.
Gerrard, like, what a player.
Leicester winning the league title.
That has to be first, but
That
obviously we
should be
can't do
first.
first now.
That was a great moment.
That
I'll
should
put
have
that
been first.
comfortably like that or Aguero's moments, because Aguero's is their first title.
Leicester's got, but no one expected Leicester.
Leicester's one big 38-game moment, and Aguero's is 2 minutes or 1 minute. You know what I mean?
No,
So it depends what you value. That second moment, I love those sort of few second moments in football. And I remember being in my room watching that City Aguero goal. It was class. But that Leicester one, though, they're not going to win it in October. November comes, they're not going to win it. December, they're not going to win it. February, could they win it? May, even
What do we have
Third
March.
and fourth left.
I'll go third.
That means
We can't change it.
I can't believe Istanbul's first.
We'll go for it. How can you not believe Istanbul, bro? Istanbul created memories.
Leicester winning the league is better than Istanbul.
Is it?
Facts. It is
It's
though.
no-
It is though.
It's not.
I can name 16 players in our Liverpool squad better than Robert Huth, bro. And that's facts, bro. All your centre backs are better than Wes Morgan, bro.
Danny Drinkwater.
Yeah, bro.
Danny
Oh, what
Simpson.
about Jimmy Traore? What about we had awful players that season?
Where's Joe from?
Huh?
Exactly. There you go. Joe.
Joey?
You show it?
Yeah,
You show
Nick
he's Paraguayan?
No, he's Hawaiian. This is what I'm saying.
What is he? Not he's Paraguayan?
Ozaki.
No.
Joe
He's not. Joe is Hawaiian, bro. I promise you he's Hawaiian. Anyway.
Search it on Wikipedia. Wait, let's capture this moment.
No.
Let's capture this moment where he thinks Joe is from
No, because I break cameras.
Channel Testman, it's mental.
How are you in the country?
Nah, shit.
I know, it's American.
Well, I thought I'd seen him.
Argentine.
Is he Argentine?
No, he's not Argentine.
Oh, it's actually their place of birth.
He's Argentine.
What country did he play for?
Go to the top, please.
Oh yeah, Argentina. I was wrong. You were wrong. We were both wrong.
Right, and then last, you just had Messi winning the World Cup.
And then why were you going to Istanbul, bro?
Wallah al-Azim, I would put fucking Leicester above that. I'll put Aguero above that.
That's the jury. Yeah, even the finals.
Final,
It's just Messi and just the moment.
Happy for a minute, but like, I
Completely
genuinely
football.
couldn't give a shit that he won the World Cup.
You know when Messi won? Wallah, I cried when Messi won.
Why are you crying for, man, bro?
I cried. You know why? Okay, Niddy, you cried when Gyökeres Cisse won it, lad. Allow it, lad.
Why would I cry that Gabriel
Did you cry for Istanbul?
Well, yeah, Istanbul for Liverpool. I didn't cry for Cisse.
Did you support Argentina?
Bro, I support Messi, bro. By the way, I'm crying for Messi. He's crying for what? Schmitzer? Allow it, lad.
I'm crying for that badge behind you, mate.
Nah, bro.
Right, okay. So number 5 was Messi winning the World Cup.
Beautiful.
Number 4 was Leicester winning.
Quite unfortunate,
the
should be
league.
second.
Number 3 was Iniesta's World Cup winner.
Should have been fifth.
Number 2 was Aguero's last minute winner for
Great
City.
moment, should be third.
Winning their first title in 50 years. And then number 1 was Liverpool's Istanbul.
In
comeback.
Istanbul, we won it 5 times. We won it 5 times. We won it 5 times. In Istanbul, we won it 5 times. Oh, what a moment, what a day.
Somalis and Scousers can't stand it.
Right, let's move on. Okay, I'm gutted yours is not easy. I can't lie to you. Because I wanted to bring back our most viral video thing, blind ranking managers in the Premier League. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm going to bring it back. I made one little twist because I got a bit of abuse online for mentioning his name. Okay,
I'm
I'll let you know now Arteta's not in there.
What?
Take slot out, please.
Okay.
Take slot out, bro.
So-
I can't be bothered with this guy, lad.
Last time.
He was in it last time. I put him amongst goal Spurs.
What, you mean current or all time?
This is all time. Okay.
You had Arteta the whole time? Oh, the villa. I understand why you was getting stick.
Okay.
By the way, I'm saying, really quickly, I'm saying, man, you know, if Arteta wins the league, they're saying he's top 10 and better than Klopp. You do know
Yeah,
that, innit? I've seen that. So go on, carry on.
Yeah, it's not the only thing.
Let
I've
him
seen.
enjoy, let him enjoy.
So,
I've
blind
seen
ranking.
worse. What's that? The worst team to win. So, bro, I'm already hearing that they think Rice is better than Gerrard. Knocks me sick. Wallah.
Let's
Let him
go
enjoy.
into it. Blind ranking Premier League managers of all time. Number 1, I have Jurgen Klopp.
Longevity's going to kill him, innit?
Yeah. For me, as a Jurgen Klopp, I love that man more than anything. Like, I love Jurgen Klopp, but for me, I'll put him 4th because I can comfortably say that there's 3 managers better.
Yeah, the 4th. I'm just trying to think. Could he be the worst out of a bunch that you're going to say, or could he be the 4th worst? You know what? Just to play safe, probably 4th. Longevity's going to kill him.
Okay. Next, I have Arsene Wenger.
5th.
No,
That's
no,
embarrassing.
yeah, no, he's definitely higher than Klopp.
I need to
How's
walk
he-
out.
no, no.
He's definitely higher than Klopp.
Alright, let me break it down for you. Alright, so what are you breaking it down of? Why do you think he should be higher? Where do you think he should be higher? Okay, the Invincible thing, fantastic. It was a lot of draws, amazing, congratulations. But he only won, what, 3 Premier Leagues? He was there for about 16, 17, maybe 20 years. Well, all he did was tell people, yo, stop smoking ciggies and drinking pints and instead have protein shakes. Genuinely, just told them to have protein shakes instead and stop going out for fucking bifters.
Klopp's got new teeth, bro. Because he's at Liverpool, bro. What are we doing, bro? No, can I just say no.
Even with the relevance?
My relevance is this. When Arsene Wenger came to the Prem, bro, he kept himself to himself, bro. And what I mean by that is, bro, he reinvented football. He gave us liquid football that English clubs have never seen. He started... You're right, bro. There's the cigarettes and all that. You're saying like it's a bad thing. That's a brilliant thing, bro. That at least he got... You literally got the
amazing for sports science wise, but if we're talking about Premier League, you was talking about longevity. He was there for 20 years and he won only 3 Premier League titles in 20 years.
That's better than Klopp.
Wait.
Klopp was only there for 9 years.
Yeah, 9 years, 1 league, times that by 3, bro. So realistically, on the shorter scale, Arsene Wenger should get more. You get more. Put him higher, bro.
But he came into a team that just not long ago won a Premier League. Arsenal. They won it in what, 91?
Yeah, I
Can't remember.
Okay.
Arsenal fans that we deal with nowadays, they beat us at Anfield and they won it, I think it was in 89 or 90. And then he came into a team, changed a few things, and he won the Premier League in 97, 98?
98.
And then he won it again in 01, 02.
Yeah.
And then he won it again 03, 04.
03, 04.
And then, fantastic. Well done to him. But what Jurgen Klopp done for Liverpool is mental. I didn't see anything happening for Liverpool when he came into the club with Brendan Rodgers. I thought it's just backwards
But
from here.
that Liverpool team that Klopp took over a season before, they challenged for the league.
Yeah, season before, but we didn't challenge for the league. Luis Suarez challenged for the league. It's literally... it wasn't just Suarez. We had Sturridge, we had Gerrard, and we had Coutinho, but it was genuinely
where is Paul Wenger?
Nah, I'm loving Vift,
Wallah, I think you're being so biased.
I'm not even being biased, lad.
There's definitely 3 more.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, he's probably going to say Pep.
But don't think like, is he better than Klopp?
No,
but is he better than Klopp?
Listen, Pep or...
He's not saying so.
Mourinho, he's better than Mourinho.
Would you, if you could have a prime manager out of the two, who are you picking?
Out of who?
Klopp and Wenger,
Bro,
in their prime.
Arsene Wenger's better than Klopp, bro.
So which one are you picking on their prime?
On God, I'm picking Arsene Wenger,
I'll
bro.
pick Klopp anyway.
Arsene Wenger will manage a game better than Klopp. He'll manage a game better, bro. He'll keep them players more fit, by the way. Then
Do you know what it is? So unfortunate about Klopp, It's that City team, man. Still gives me nightmares. John Stones clearing that off the line.
Arsene Wenger, the United team, bro.
If John Stones never cleared that ball off the line against us, that team would have went Invincible, Centurions, Premier League winners, and Champions League winners. Just because. Literally,
Can I
5 millimeters.
If Van Persie didn't kick that ball after that whistle was blown, bro, Arsenal potentially could have won that Champions League, correct? So why?
No.
What do you mean?
What
Why
do you
no?
mean, potentially?
Okay, so why is it different for your one? All I'm saying is, bro.
Finished with 97 points. Bro, what was this guy talking about?
What's this guy talking about? What are you talking about, bro?
You're talking about a whole competition where they still have to play games where you don't know what's going to happen. I'm talking literally millimeters.
He's third.
Give me... These
No, what I genuinely
they're not
think
going to agree,
he's
so I need
three.
some from like...
Man, them
Third.
Thank you.
Everyone else say fifth.
No, but respectfully, there's going to be 3 names he brings up anyway. So
Klopp is better than Wenger. Oh my God.
Shadow of a doubt.
Next, I have Alex Ferguson. Sir Alex Ferguson.
Come on. Is it? No. Klopp's better.
Oh, come on.
Klopp's better than Ferguson. Go on.
All right, thank you.
No. Ferguson's 60. He's 66.
Nice one. Oh, nice one.
Yeah.
I like that. I wouldn't say that myself personally, but he thinks Klopp's better than Fergie. It's mental. Do you know what it is with Fergie? Well,
2 Champions League in 30 years.
I don't care, bro. The guy's a demon for him. I know you're going to say Pep in it, but he has to be one for me still to this day. I don't think anyone's going to come close to him.
I think Fergie's 2 still.
2. Yeah.
The new gens will say that though, innit? I see that guy gave me nightmares as a kid, bro.
One.
Like,
Say one. Okay, overruled you, sorry.
Klopp's better than Wenger. Go on.
You said Klopp's better than
No. Go. Sorry.
Next, I have Mourinho.
Third.
What's the spots there? First and third?
Second and third.
Second and third.
That's why I put Klopp at 4th originally, because I knew you was going to name them 3 managers, and they're the only 3 managers I'll put above Klopp. Yeah. Nah, but Mourinho, when he came into the Premier League, bro, the special
Mourinho was better than Klopp, by the way, but we're not doing that.
Hence why I put him 3rd.
So, who you put him second or third?
It's got to be third. It's got. No, but you can't think. Like, yeah, but yeah, go on third.
He's only going to say Pep.
Unless he throws out a mad thing like.
Please give me Steve Bruce, lad. Give me Steve Bruce, lad.
And then next and last, sorry, we have Pep.
Yeah, so
Guardiola.
comfortable. And that's genuinely my top 5 list.
So you got Ferguson. So this is Mo Carter's.
Literally,
Not
I don't know how I managed to get here,
Mo
but
Carter's top 5
because
managers.
you know why? Because
Your video I'm featured.
Okay.
If you didn't start with Klopp, yeah, it would have been a little bit more.
Okay, yeah.
You would have not have agreed. But we started with Klopp. I said 4th because that's what I genuinely believe. And he agreed with it.
So Ferguson first.
You should have fought, lad, if you wanted to fight for it.
I don't agree with. Okay, calm. Well, this off-camera thing. I'm gonna get you after this.
So Ferguson was first. Pep Guardiola second. Mourinho third. Klopp fourth. And Wenger is 5th, despite having their 3rd most successful Premier League titles. But it is what it is. But anyway, boys.
See, they put Wenger on top of flipping. They put Wenger under Mourinho there.
Yeah.
That's mad.
What, you think Wenger's better than Mourinho? The young blood, man, they don't know Mourinho.
Let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up there, boys. Cutz Inside episode 10. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. See you all very soon.